Good morning, Malta and Gozo, and welcome to another edition of Lovin Daily. I'm your host, Jonathan Chilia. Today I'm joined by Yannick Poch. Yesterday was another major day for Malta. Let's jump right into the headlines. Police have fears that the MAKSAR brothers were tipped off over their arrest and may have dumped their weapons afterwards. The DEGIORGIO brothers have sent another fresh request for a pardon, but it has been denied. A former PN candidate has called out a popular fitness consultant in Malta for taking a dig at a specific type of weight loss surgery. The next X Factor winner will be given a €50,000 cash prize, but it is unclear if they'll be sent to Eurovision as well. And a UK bank will have to repay customers who fell victim to a time-sharing operation in Malta. Yannick, yesterday was a big development, right, when it comes to the brothers?
So, as you know, probably a stash of weapons found at sea on Sunday is believed to be linked to the organized crime group headed by the two MAKSAR brothers. The police yesterday said that they had recovered various weapons, including AK-47 assault rifles and bomb detonators, from the sea in the vicinity of Mijr al-Ferha. Sources who spoke to Lovin Malta have said that the police suspect the weapons to have been dumped at sea by the brothers Robert and Adrian Ajus, after they were tipped off about their impending arrest back in April. The brothers, along with their associate Jamie Vella, were arrested in February this year in connection with both the murder of Daphne Caruana Galizia and that of Carmel Kirkhope. Lovin Malta has previously reported how the men are believed to have had moles both in the police force and the security services, with the police in this case suspecting that the leak might have come from the Malta security services. At this stage there aren't many details about what was discovered, but it does appear that the bomb detonators found among the weapons is similar, if not the same, to that used in the assassination of Daphne Caruana Galizia. So there could be more major developments. We expect there to be more developments this week as the story continues to unfold.
No, that's exactly right, Yannick. So, as it stands, it's exactly unclear what the weapons were intended to use for, though sources have told Lovin Malta that they were suggested to be used in Malta. What's interesting is recently Lovin Malta had spoken to a drug dealer who actually detailed kind of how an operation like this would work, how boats are sent from Malta to places like Sicily to pick up a drugs cache, a weapons cache, even to smuggle humans, bring them back to Malta, only to have this cache hidden in a very specific spot, GPS located in Maltese or Gozo seas. So one has to wonder if there are other caches hidden under the Maltese seas right now and may eventually bubble up one day. Only time will tell. Moving on to the next story, Alfred and George DEGIORGIO have had a second request for a pardon rejected by Malta's cabinet. So obviously the brothers are charged with assassinating Maltese journalist Daphne Caruana Galizia. Let's be very clear, just a couple of weeks ago, right, the brothers had sent a letter to the EU, to a EU commissioner, asking for them to be involved, to step in a little bit, to look into this pardon. They had said that the government, couldn't give them the pardon since other ministers had been involved, people like Chris Cardona, former economy minister Chris Cardona, as well as Carmelo Bella. However, now their new request for pardon has been denied. So you think we'll be seeing a third request sometime soon?
I mean, at this stage, I think it's becoming a bit ridiculous with all the pardon requests. But it's clear that they're running out of options, and it's clear that. And so, short answer is I don't think it will be the last request, but we'll see. On to our next story. A former PN candidate has called out popular weight loss consultant MIZZI over a post which he felt was taking a dig at overweight people who undergo weight loss surgery. Alan Abella Wage and his wife recently underwent the gastric bypass surgery and have been sharing their experiences online in the hope of inspiring others who might be considering a similar procedure. Abella Wedge uploaded a post yesterday in which he called Marion MIZZI out for a condescending post, which essentially suggested that surgery was an easy way out for people who aren't willing to put in the effort to lose weight. Abella Wedge said he expected better from someone like MIZZI and insisted that all successes should be celebrated. In fact, the former PN candidate and local councillor has lost 65 kilos in 5 months as a result of the surgery. The Abella Wedges are just two of large number of people from Malta who are opting for this type of procedure. In fact, I think in one of their blog posts they describe arriving at the clinic and just hearing Maltese everywhere. I mean, it's I don't know what you think about it, but I mean it's a surgery that is used and can be useful for quite a lot of people. So I don't see why not.
Look, let's be clear, you know, Maltese people are among the most obese in Europe, in the world. You know, we always top those rankings. So weight loss is definitely a thing that many people struggle with in Malta. And, you know, there are different ways to approach weight loss. You know, for some people, a bit of dieting and exercise can work. For others, you might have to resort to surgery. You know, when I think of weight loss in Malta, many people struggle with it. So you have to show them support. You have to show them that positivity. That said, you know, MIZZI is a well-respected weight loss consultant in Malta. I'd love to see, you know, her respond to this. You know, she has her own way of working, her own method. I don't typically think she refers to surgeries. However, if it works, I mean, 65 kilos he lost. That's very impressive. I think many people would love to lose 65 kilos over a few months. So if it works, all the better. Moving on to the next story, X Factor Malta is back. You know, one of the most popular shows on Maltese TV is back, but it's got a little bit of changes this year around. So the winner of this year's edition will receive a €50,000 cash prize, which is the largest cash prize ever given out on Maltese television. However, the winner may not automatically be sent to represent the island at the Eurovision Song Contest, as we had in previous years, as with Destiny Cicconiere. So the €50,000 cash prize has been confirmed, but this Eurovision detail has not been confirmed yet. Valletta Cultural Agency chairman Jason McAuliffe took to Facebook, as he typically does. He jumped the gun and he seemed to announce that with immediate effect this change would be happening. However, Lovin Malta reached out to PBS as well as the X Factor Malta team, and neither of them confirmed that this change happened. However, that does not mean that the change won't happen. It very well might be, it just hasn't been confirmed yet. But yes, major changes for Malta's singers.
I'm not sure how I feel about it. It kind of feels like we haven't tried the X Factor system long enough to have decided whether it works or not, but I mean, we'll see. On to our final story. Barclays Bank has been forced to compensate 1,500 customers who were missold timeshare loans cumulatively worth up to £48 million by a locally owned tourism and timeshare company. According to a report in the Financial Times yesterday, Barclays has been ordered to repay interest charges on loans issued between April 2014 and April 2016 by the company Azure Services. The company filed for liquidation in May last year. The story first hit the headlines back in 2019 when customers had complained that the terms of loans had not been explained to them, that no proper credit checks were carried out. Some even claimed that they had been pressured into signing deals. Wow. According to the FT's report, the UK bank opted to pay out customers rather than have to face a tribunal, giving a bit of an indication as to how they thought that tribunal case would go. Barclays had a contract here in Malta with Azure Resorts Limited, which was authorised by the UK Financial Conduct Authority for credit brokering. However, it later discovered that staff were employed by the unlicensed Azure Services Limited. The bank said it had recognised that it had not provided the right level of service to its customers who brought timeshare loans, and had apologised for this.
You know, this is a really terrible situation. I can't even imagine, you work hard, your family works hard, you save a bit of money, you hear of this opportunity to buy some, property in Malta, timeshares in Malta, a bit of a beautiful location in the middle of the Mediterranean. You invest, you hear that, there were some big names involved in this. There was Gary Neville and Ryan Giggs, former footballers for Manchester United, are involved in this as well. So, you hear these big names and you get confident, you invest your hard-earned money, only for you to end up in major trouble. So yeah, we'll have to see how the story develops. But guys, if you're going to be investing big money, especially in something abroad, it's not something like timeshare, definitely do your research. You do not want to end up in legal troubles like this. I think that brings us to the end of today's episode. From myself and Yannick, have a day full of lovin'.